Hi folks, my name is Wayne. This screencast is going to be about Robert Noyce. He was the inventor of the integrated circuit and later led to and oversaw the invention of the microprocessor at Intel. Uh, Robert Noyce was a brilliant physicist. He was called the mayor of Silicon Valley even before the area in California even got its name of Silicon Valley. Um, he started work on transistors at Philco, but moved to Shockley Semiconductor, as you can see here in this article. At age 29, he, along with 7 other people, moved from Shockley into their own group, where they created the integrated circuit and moved off into Intel to later create the microprocessor, basically kickstarting everything we know about computers. Intel has been a booming company since then. This is a short timeline of Robert Noyce's life. He was 62 years old when he died. He received a BA in physics and math from Grinnell College, a PhD from MIT in physics. He co-invented the integrated circuit in 1959, and then in 1971 he oversaw the invention of the microprocessor using integrated circuits. In 1975 he was the chairman of the board at Intel, and then in 1983 he was inducted to the Inventors Hall of Fame, basically solidifying his place in history, at least within the Noyce's invention of the integrated circuit in 1959 didn't necessarily come out of thin air. He did start work on transistors, and obviously being the physicist that he was, wanted to expand upon that. He was always pushing himself and everyone else around him to do better, think ahead of his time. The invention of the microprocessor was certainly built upon transistors and circuits that are the integrated circuits that he had already developed himself. Now, I'm not sure if Noyce really looked to Shockley Semiconductor and Shockley, the owner, as a figurehead to really make himself after. Noyce was such an intelligent person that he really didn't need one. But there are people that, after Noyce, such as Steve Jobs, basically use him as one of their bases in life. One quote here is, "Noyce was forever pushing people to take their own ideas beyond where they believed they could go. That's all you've got," he'd ask. "Have you thought about that?" An exchange for this sort left Noyce's colleagues and employees feeling as though his blue eyes had bored right through their skulls to discover some potential buried inside themselves, or their ideas that they had not known existed. It was exhilarating and a bit frightening. If you weren't intimidated by Bob Noyce, you'd never be intimidated by anybody, recalls Jim Lafferty, one of Noyce's friends and fellow pilot. Now, if you'll see here, here's a quote directly from Steve Jobs pertaining to Robert Noyce. I don't have time to read it, but basically just pushing further the idea that Noyce was always thinking ahead of his time, thinking above and beyond, and trying to make others push themselves above him. This is just a quick splash screen of the different websites that I used.